pagbati na may ngiti sa aking mga labi. Naghahanap ba kayo ng makakatuwang sa pagre-review ng inyong anak? Meron yan sa DepEd. Ang Itulay online tutorial ay libre at handog ng ating kagawaran sa pangunguna ng OUA ICTS EdTech. Ito ay isang proyektong makatutulong sa mga mag-aaral, katuwang ang mga magulang o kasama sa kani-kanilang tahanan para masagutan at maunawaan ang mga modules. Hangad din ng programang Itulay ang matulungan ang ating mga guro sa kanilang mga blended learning classes. Ang ating Itulay ay mula kinder hanggang senior high school. Bukod sa academics, meron din tayong mga special programs gaya ng All is Wellness, Reading and Math Remediation, Storytelling, Mommy Tech Talks, Classes sa Gramatika, Speech Class, Financial Literacy, at marami pang iba. Pinalawig din ng Itulay ang ating Alive program para sa mga mag-aaral mula grade 1 hanggang grade 3. Gayun din ay mayroon tayong ALS program at SPED tutorials na makasisigurong makakamit ng lahat ang inclusive education. May SPED hotline na rin para sa inyong mga katanungan patungkol sa special education. Kaya, subaybayan mula Lunes hanggang Biyernes, mula 9:00 ng umaga hanggang 7:00 ng gabi ang ating Itulay. Sa ating pagtutulungan, maiaangat natin ang bawat isa. Ating itutulay ang pagkatuto upang di mapigil ang pag-aaral ng kabataang Pilipino. Itulay natin ito, sulong edukalidad.
Mabuhay! Good day to all! I am your tutor Madge. Welcome to Itulay, a free online tutorial, an initiative of the Department of Education, Information and Communications Technology Service, Educational Technology Unit, ICTS EdTech. This program is aimed at helping and assisting learners from kindergarten, senior high school, ALS, Alive, and SPED learners. Aside from answering the modules, the Itulay is offering programs which you will surely look forward to. Together with our parents and teachers, the Itulay will bridge the gaps where difficulty and ease meet in learning new knowledge and skills. So, let us prepare our modules, pen and paper. Ready your mind to see and hear worthwhile and interesting lessons. Let us now study and learn, together with our volunteer online tutors. Tara na!
Alright, so good afternoon to our dear online learners from across the Philippines, from our learners from Luzon, from Visayas and Mindanao, and to also all of our teachers and non-teaching personnel, and to all of our parents and the community themselves who are watching and viewing and supporting our Itulay online tutorial, especially this Tuesday, which is the schedule of English. Ayun, so thank you very much for continuing your support and for always watching us regularly. So ayun, I am Sir Eli Belleza, your tutor Eli. I came from SDO Camarines Sur. Ayun, so good afternoon to all of you, my dear online learners. Ayun, we have Ashley Ranke from, am I pronouncing it right, Ashley? Good afternoon po, watching from Partida National High School, Schools Division Office of Bulacan. So of course, we have here also some of the familiar students and tutees that have been regularly attending our sessions every Tuesday, ever since Q1. So ayun, as you can see, I am all alone here. Yes. Only tutor Ellie, your tutor Bay, because we also have another tutor for those who are first timers in this schedule for English 9 online tutorial. We also have Tutor Jove from Schools Division Office from Nueva Vizcaya. He held from High School. However, he can't make it today because he has some prior appointment and commitment. However, Tutor Jove has always been supporting us, and currently right now he is in the backstage and he's one of the viewers here in our Italay online tutorial session. However, still everything will be fine with me, and I for sure you will continue to learn a lot of things, especially all the topics that are inculcated in our modules for quarter 2 English 9. So ayun, 'di ba? My dear students, my dear online tuties, time flies swiftly and so fast. Imagine we are already in our quarter 2. It's already second quarter and we only have two more quarters before we end our English 9, our grade 9 level experience and journey. So ayun, I'm so happy that we have a lot of commenters and live viewers right now. New students, there are some familiar and old siguro, old names and duties. But I'm happy that we every now and then, every session that we have, our family in English 9 keep on growing. Okay, it keeps on growing. I'm very much happy and excited to engage with you, especially if if you want to be part of our family. And I really highly encourage you to be part of the English 9 GC group chat in Messenger. I would like you, Ken, Mary Joy, Ashley, parang mga bago pa ata to, Christine Rivera, hi Graymar, Jasmine De La Roca, to join our English 9 National GC so you could engage there and share your thoughts and ideas and cooperate with many other students across the Philippines. So doon sa GC namin, my dear online viewers right now, we have there some students from Luzon, from Visayas and Mindanao, as far as Cagayan, as far as from General Santos City. So just imagine from the northest and the southest part of the country, they belong to our GC, and we regularly communicated there. So I'm expecting for you, and I'm encouraging you to join our national GC for English 9. So yun, hello everyone. So alright, so okay, we will proceed now with our new topic. However, before we proceed with that, I want to request and beg you, my dear online learners, to please share this video tutorial, okay? So, in every Italay session, please do not forget to share this video and sessions. Malay nyo, may matulungan kayong co-class or classmates nyo or students in grade 9 that are having a hard time with their modules. And this Italay session in English 9, we are making your module and activities and concept easier and efficient. Okay, so don't forget to please share this video tutorial, and we are being viewed and could be streamed and watched live in the different DepEd Facebook pages. We have DepEd EdTech Unit, we have DepEd Thai, so napapanood nyo kami ngayon sa DepEd Facebook pages. And of course, it's also simultaneously being streamed and live sa ating mga YouTube accounts, DepEd EdTech Unit and DepEd Philippines. Alright, so hello. Yes. Thank you, Ma'am Merly Suarez, or your student. Hello po. Thank you very much for sharing our sessions. So today, our topic for this afternoon will be about, what will be our topic? So yeah, before we proceed with that, so I just want to remind you that this month, the month of November, my dear online tuties and my dear online viewers, we are celebrating the National Reading and Book Month celebration. So, if you could see, sino sa inyo still right now has he or she would like to read books or anything or any reading materials, So reading is very important to all of us. Even as teachers, we should read and a lot of reading materials because it would help us in our teaching. Okay, in our understanding of the concept. And of course, you, my dear students like Kizel, Stephanie Fajardo, Princess Manalo, and Lian, hello, Jolina, Rafael. So I am encouraging you also to, we have a webinar series here, and you have to also inform your dear teachers and advisors or your schools that we will have a series of webinars for National Reading Book Month celebration. And it's actually started, from November 6 until 27. Okay, so you don't forget those dates. And those webinars are open to everyone, whether you are a teacher, you're a school head, or you're a parent, or you're a student. It's open to everyone. So you have to watch all webinar series and topics that will be presented to all of you. Hello, Vina Garing Navarro from Ocampo National High School. Hello. So mga schools ko to Thank you. Hello po. Thank you very much for all your support. Ayun. So, do not forget the essence of reading, because as time goes by, even if you are going to college or even if you are at work already, reading is very, very much essential. Never forget that. Okay, so we have a lot of viewers right now. Ayun, before we proceed with our topic, actually, we had assignment. Lagi naman, Sir Ellie, no? Lagi naman, Tutor Ellie, we have an assignment every session. And ito yung inaabangan ko talaga. We are, Tutor Jove and I are very much excited always to see their outputs that they will be making in every session, in every assignment or additional activity that we give to our dear grade 9 tutees or students. So yun, our assignment from last meeting was we are hoping that they will be able to create a poem recital video of Mother to Son by Langston Hughes. So I'm not sure if you are familiar with Langston Hughes. So it's Langston Hughes is a Black American poet, and yes, is a very familiar name and personality in South Africa. So yun, let's see our students, and I'm so excited here. I haven't yet watched this incomplete these videos of our students, but I'm happy to present to you our output or the videos of our students from the different places or schools in the Philippines. So this is the poem or tila. So it's just short. So ayun, so we had a mini reading last week. So these are our awards. So awarded natin yung mga students natin or tutees that keep on submitting outputs kahit right after. Just imagine, my dear online viewers, just right after our session, 4 p.m., may nagsasubmit na ng mga outputs, and they were so happy how they were able to do that. And they were so attentive and engaged in our session. We're so happy, and we keep on thanking you all for your efforts that we are doing with us, Tutor Job and I. So these are the awardees, and these are given to the recognition given to those tutees natin. Ito, alam na nito, ito yung naging nakabantay, nakaantabay dito. Given to these tutees and learners who have actively engaged in our session and submitted their outputs or assignments. So with that being said, so this is an output of Darlene Maquilon from Lalo National High School. So these students had recorded. Some use TikTok in creating their videos, so they are allowed to be as creative as much possible. So I've asked consent and permission to post their outputs here in our Italy session. So let's see. I'm not sure if my internet connection is good and right, and yeah. So let's see the output of Darlene.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are.
So yeah, just imagine Darlene Maquilon used the TikTok application in order to have a poem recital video, and meron pa siyang nilagay na music background, and thank you very much, Darlene, for that. And the acting and drama skills, it was being presented here. So let's see. Ang galing naman, di ba? Sean Vincent,
You'll never
do you agree?
know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. The other night.
Ayun. So, my comment just here, Darlene, is that medyo malakas lang yung music background natin. So, dapat it would have more focus on what you say. Medyo mahina lang talaga yung sound niya based on the video, or I don't know dito sa computer. Pero let's give a good a round of applause to Darlene Maquilon from Lalo National High School, SDO Cagayan. Very creative and very dramatic presentation. Ayun. 1 point ka na doon, Darlene, ha? Yan, congratulations. How about the output of others? Let's see. This is an output of Blitzfeld Balberan from Silano High School, so SDO Nueva Vizcaya. Tingnan natin on how she recited the poem Mother to Son Belongs in Use. Okay. So, napakalino ng camera, no?
Good day, everyone. My name is Litzfel Balberan, and I am from Barangay Quirino, Solano, Nueva Vizcaya, and I am from Solano National High School. Mother to son belongs to muse. Well, son, I tell you, life for me, I mean, it's had dents in it, and splitters, and words stand up.
So yun, my dear online learners or dear online tutees, what are your comments about our presentation, about the presentation of Darlene a while ago, and also the presentation of Blitzfeld Balberan? You know, Ashley, hi Tutor Job, di ba? Yan, nandito si Tutor Job. We have Gian also, Omana, and the rest. What are your comments about our presentation? Let's see your comment here down below on our comment box. So, what I could see here with Let's Fel Valberan from Silano High School, and she was able to create this poem recital video, and she had this, this subtitle pa sa taas, and it's so hard to create that. Even I'm not very much professional on how to put a subtitle. even I, hindi nga ako marunong maggawa ng TikTok video. So good, nice job and excellent efforts for these students,
At places when I'm hard, but all the time, I spit a climate on.
So you could see the facial expression of Litzfel, and the voice, it's good. It's dito lang talaga sa laptop ko lang siguro na medyo mahina ang sound. Pero yun, it's very I could hear naman the voice, and that's a good effort for Lizel. Imagine kahit gabi na nag-record pa to. And my dear online tuties, this output was made, I guess, gabi, evening. So, even though these students have their modules, respective modules at schools or at homes, they have still made some time to create an effort to give their outputs to our Itala and to our session, to us, Tutor Ellen, Tutor Job. So, thank you very much, Litzfel. So, we had a teaser of Litzfel. How about the others? This is from Sean Vincent Kralmui from San Mariano, National High School, Pampanga.
Well, son, I'll tell you, life for me ain't crystal scare. It's had cracks in it, and splinters, and boards torn up, and places with no carpet on the floor, bare. But all this
I like the sound, Sean Vincent. Very, very, it's a lullaby. It's like it's like you are telling this to someone you love the most, or your younger brother or your younger sister. So, ayun. I am sorry, Sean Vincent Girl. Yes, sorry, SDO Isabella. So, that's correction. I stand corrected. Thank you, Sean Vincent, for the corrections. As teachers, we are still prone to errors, but by next time, pretty sure this will be corrected. Thank you very much, Sean Vincent. So, ayun, Sean.
time, I've been a climbing on, and reaching landings and turning corners. And some
Di ba may mga pa-effects pa si Sean na may mga pa-stars and brightness pa yun dyan. So, thank you, Sean, for your output. Highly appreciated by Tutor Ellie and Tutor Joe.
well, son,
And my dear online tuties, these outputs were submitted in our National GC for English 9. So please, those students who are watching this and teachers, please invite your grade 9 students or anyone or any grade 9 students that you know to please join our GC. Our students here on our live comment box will add you. Meron tayo dito mga students already in our GC that will add you in our GC, okay? So, lastly, I guess is from Graymar Valiente from Lalo National High School. So, I'm giving more time sa ating session to the presentation of the outputs of the students because they had given have so much time. 'Di ba? Nagbigay sila ng oras. So, nakakahiya naman and even I would be frustrated if I made this output tapos hindi lang naman ma-appreciate ni Tutor Ellie, ni Tutor Job, and sayang naman ang exposure. So let's see the output of Graymar Valiente.
Good day. I am Graymar A. Valente from Lalok National High School, SDO Cagayan. Today, we will be reading a very inspirational poem by Langston Hughes titled Mother to Son.
Diba? May pa-intro pa si Graymar dito. Okay, sige. Let's continue, Graymar.
Well, son, I tell you, life for me ain't been no crystal stair. It's a tightening
Yes.
and splinters and boards turn up at places with no carpet on the floor. Bare. But all the time I've been climbing on and reaching London and turning corners and something's going in the dark where there ain't been.
Yeah, let's pause for a while. So, I'm hearing, he is reading the poem by Langston Hughes. However, may mga naririnig pa ako dito ng mga tahol ng aso. So, the dogs are barking in the background. So, it's very normal. It's fun. It's okay, students. So, it really happens. Especially the neighborhood, di ba, Graymar? So,
No
yep.
light. So, boy, don't you turn back. Don't you step down on the steps, because she finds it's kind of hard. Don't you fall out, for I'm still going. Honey, I'm still climbing. And life for me ain't been no crystal stair. For you see, the
Okay, so we'll pause here kasi medyo mahaba. Pero this poem recital just very, very short eh. Napakaikli lang naman eh. The entire poem of Mother to Son by Langston Hughes is very, very short. So I would like just to congratulate these students of ours from the different schools across the Philippines for giving us some of their time for their efforts of creating this video. Hindi po hindi po biro ang gumawa ng ganitong klase ng video kasi puyat na sila sa module and so on, but still they were so enthusiastic about this. So thank you very much and congratulations. We highly appreciate your outputs and efforts, my dear students. So yun, sana by next session natin, whatever our assignment here, sana you will comply and you will submit your outputs by the end of the week. Okay? So, abangan namin yan, Rachelene, Rufa, Hailey, and Jershel. I'm not sure, Tutor Job, Angelica, Omana, if these students sa ating live comments are watching, are part already of our GC, so sana please encourage them to be part of our GC. Ayun. So yun, thank you very much, Graymar. And we also have Angelica Gabriel from Lalo National High School, SDO Cagayan. Kasi so, we are presenting their outputs pa rin. So, Angelica has our last entry for today. So, ayun, just to complete our third objective from the last session. Kasi yun na nakalagay doon, they have to create a video and we would like to display and show this and appreciate their effort. So, meron pa siyang picture dito ni Langston Hughes, he's a man and he has a black skin. So we will be able to discuss more of the life and story of Langston Hughes in our next sessions to come. So yun, let's see the output of Angelica
Hey
Gabriel.
everyone, I'm Angelica Gabriel from Lalo National High School, and today we'll be reading a poem by Langston Hughes entitled Mother to Son. Well, son, I tell you, life for me ain't been no crystal stair. It's had cracks in it, and splinters, and boards torn up, and places with no carpet on the floor.
You know what? I like the voice of Angelica. I didn't expect that the voice of Angelica Gabriel would be like that. It's deep, it's modulated. I like it. Okay, congratulations and thank you, Angelica. I like the voice. Do you agree, my dear online viewers? Do you like the voice of Angelica Gabriel? And the presentation, nilagay niya talaga dito yung picture and the text of the poem so that we could easily synchronize with what she says. Yun, so I'm happy with this output of Angelica.
But all the time, I've been a climbing on and reaching landings.
Oh, I'm hearing. I could hear music background. So yun, I'm happy for the output here, Angelica. So yun,
and turning corners.
okay. So yun, thank you very much to our dear students who have participated for our additional activity, for our assignment, for poem recital video. We are deeply thankful and we really appreciated your work. So sana naman yung mga students dito ha, by next session, I'm waiting for your outputs. Okay? So, outside. So let's proceed to our topic for yun. So, Tutor Ellie, paano nga ba makasali sa ating mga how would you be awarded and recognized? So make sure you will fill up of course you have to submit your assignment, you have to fill out our feedback form that will be showed at the end of our session. We have an exit assessment which is a 5-item quiz only. Okay, so these are only optional, but yun, in order for you to be recognized, we appreciate your efforts, you have to fill these things out. Okay, so our module reference for this afternoon is from Pivot rather. Okay, I stand corrected. From Pivot for e-learning material that was utilized and that was crafted by Region 4A Calabarzon. Okay, so thank you very much for the efforts of the teachers and the administrators who put their very best in order to come up with this very nice and very compressed Pivot for a module or learning material. So our topic for week 2 is making annotation. So if you could remember from last week, we had um, uh, making connections, right? We tried to learn on how do we connect text from other texts, how do we connect text from our personal life, and how do we connect text to other issues, worldly issues, or to the world, to the environment, and so on and so forth. So today we'll be talking about how to make annotations. Kayo ba? First question, my dear students, Javian, Crystalline, Hailey, hi Hailey, Samantha Raffles from Frances National High School or France, from San Mariano National High School, Omana, Daisy Bell. Kayo ba, have you heard the word annotations? Nakapag-annotate na ba kayo? So please comment your answers on our comment box. What is annotation, Hailey? Nagawa mo na ba to? Janea or Jani? I'm not sure of the right pronunciation. Forgive me. So yan, for this tutorial, this would be our objectives. Scar Lexus. Okay, so first one, the first one is we have to identify the different strategies used in annotating reading text. And the second one is hopefully we'll be able to reflect on the benefits of using symbols or marks in making connections in the text. And lastly, this is what I'm excited all about. Darlene and Janea, annotate, you will be able to annotate. What is annotate, Tutor Ellie? A given text using symbols, marks, and illustration. So ano kaya pwedeng gamitin namin in order to annotate our given reading material? Okay? So let's interpret this picture. Okay. What could you see in this picture for task 1? So we call this as picture interpretation. Ano yung nakikita nyo dito, Jayela? Hi, Jayela from General Santos City. Darling. How about the others? O make sure i-share nyo to ha. You have to share this video of ours. Okay, sabi ni Graymar Valiente from Cagayan said, it's a surgery, sir. Ashley also, from surgery. I just forget kung saang SDO ito or school si Ashley. How about Omana, from Santa Lucia National High School? What could you see? Surgery, ano pa? Who are the people involved in this kind of activity? Who are these people here? And what do they use? Yes, it's a surgery. Okay, it's a surgery, it's an operation. So, how about these people here? What do you call them, my dear online learners? Okay. Surgeon. Okay, it's a surgeon. Okay. Or doctors, tama, Graymar. Okay, surgeon, Sean Vincent, surgeon, doctors. What are the equipment or things that they use in this activity, in this surgery that you say so? What are the things they use? Are they using something here, or are they just using their bare hands in operating the surgery? Also, what are the tools or the equipment that they use here? Could you give at least one example, my dear online learners? At least one example. Skull pens. Grammar, perhaps you are misunderstanding. Uh, you are misunderstanding the equipment. There's no such thing as scalpel, okay? So, it's actually, sabi ni Ashley, it should be, no, it's not scalpel, also Ashley. So, grammar is correct. They are using forceps, okay? They are using gloves, okay? The right term for the scalpels, siguro na misspelled lang, is scalpel, okay? It's like a knife, which is a very, very sharp. It is used in, how do you call that? Where do you use the knife or the scalpel here? There, in the surgery. Sa anong gamit nun? What's the function of that? No, it's okay, Ashley. Sorry po, sir. No, it's okay. That's okay. It's okay to have mistakes, to do mistakes. It's okay. Gloves, yes. Pero how? What is the function of that scalpel? So we also have sterilization trays, of course. All equipment should have been sterilized. Okay. Sabi ni Graymar, it's for cutting skin. Okay, it's for cutting skin. We use these materials in order, to remove something from the body of the person, or it could be an animal. Particularly, the scalpel is used for cutting the skin. Okay, I'm not a fan of hospital and surgery. I've never been in a surgery before. I don't like to see my skin being cut into halves. No, I don't like that. Have you experienced uh, being in a surgery? You're the patient. Naitakbo na ba kayo sa hospital? Tinahi na ba kayo? Or you have undergone na surgery before an operation? So, yan. So yeah. Thank you. Sabi ni Graymar, Darlene, Omana, it's used for cutting. So, yan. So, do you know how a surgery is being done? Paano ba siya ginagawa? Have you seen a YouTube video or any steps in a book or in a module or in a picture or in a movie? Have you watched at least or seen how a surgery is done? Oh, so Angelica Gabriel here, sabi niya, she had been sent to the hospital, naitakbo na sir. For what reason, Angelica? Yes daw. So sabi ni, hi Ken Hipolito, I'm not sure if you're part of our GC. Please join our GC for making skin incisions, tissue dissections, from the word dissections, and a variety of surgical approaches since the onset of modern surgery. Parang galing to sa Wikipedia. So that's a good search. You have a fast hand in searching the definition. Okay, tinahi daw yung noon. Oh, I don't like. So yes, it's difficult. No, it's painful to be cut. Okay, and to be operated under a surgery. Anyway, yun. So, balik tayo dun sa dissection. So, the surgery makes use of dissection. So, hinihiwa. So, it's basically, kasi, we are doing some operations in the body. May gusto tayong, we would like to see something there, if there's something wrong inside, so yung ginagawa natin, dinadissect natin yan. And, my dear cuties, it's basically the same in reading a text. Hindi lang tayo magbabasa ng text as literal as it is. We also have to dissect it. Same with how the surgeon or in a surgery, the patient is being dissected. Okay? Hinihimay-himay, ino-operate, hinihiwa, alin kaya dito ang mali, alin dito yung tama, ano kayong ibig sabihin, what is the meaning of this, especially in a reading text. So, yeah, so basically it's the same thing. So we are comparing how a surgery and a dissection of a reading text. So, it's how, Tutor Ellie, how could we dissect a text? How could we dissect and understand deeply a given reading material? It's basically what? Making annotation. So annotating or annotation is we make marks here, marks, symbols, illustrations on the text. And it is not simply highlighting appealing words or sentence. Okay? So very understandable to. Pag sinabing annotation, you have to use mark symbols, period, colon, clouds, or any graphic representation, shapes, so punctuation marks and so on, that you put on a text. So, ganun yun. Okay? So, here, annotations, it is a purposeful strategy to help you comprehend what you are reading on a deeper level than if you were just to read it straight through. So, yun, it's much better to use annotation in order to further understand deeply the text instead of, literally reading it. And it's actually an excellent way, Tutor Ellie, to deconstruct the text into meaningful pieces for better understanding. So imagine if you are reading a poem and you are reading highfalutin words, or you just can barely understand what's the meaning of that. So you make use of annotations. Okay? So there are actually four major benefits of annotating according to Azevedo 2017. So the first one, it makes you more engaged in the material. Okay? So just instead of just reading it as plain as it is, annotating, especially pag nagre-review tayo, 'di ba? Do you do the same thing, my dear online tuties? In terms of when you're reviewing your assignment or reviewing before exam, nagsusulat tayo sa gilid ng mga text, ng mga marks, just to remember yung notes natin doon. Do you still do that in your when you're studying, when you're reviewing your paper before exam? Nagsusulat kayo, naglalagay kayo ng mga shapes, you're putting illustration here, nagbibigay kayo ng mga mnemonics, and so on. So, may mga margins kayo text. So, yun, it makes us more engaged in the material. Okay? So, now, let's second one, it slows your reading, that helps you to focus on details and have better retention and comprehension. If we focus more on the text by using annotation, yeah, it will have a better retention. When we say retention, mas maiintindihan at mas mare-remember natin yung sinulat natin o yung pinag-aaralan natin. 'Di ba? Sabi nga yan, when you are reviewing, isulat mo. Okay? Was better if you write what you want to remember. 'Di ba, agree mo yan, Darlene Meros? Yes. And letter C, it helps you process what you are reading. So, nag-iisip ka, what happened to the characters? Ano kaya nangyari doon? Bakit, why did this happen? Bakit namatay si ganito, ganyan? So, yun, it helps you process what you are reading. What's the meaning of this word? What is the meaning of this sentence? Ayun. So, annotating helped us with that kind of in that sense. So it also records textual evidence. When we say textual evidence, these are actually basically text for later reference. You may even note your questions for further research. So if you have encountered some word or some idea or themes in the poem or in a reading text, pag may isusulat mo na, you just have to write something there like, I will go back to this, I have to search this. It's basically notes or your ideas. Yun. So, pwede mo siyang balikan. Okay? So, there are annotation strategies. Basically, what are the things that we have to do in order to annotate? Ano nga ba, Sean, Riza, Oman, Ashley? Ang mga gagawin natin in order to annotate, of course. The first one is circle, by the use of circle. We circle any unfamiliar words, then look them up and write down the definition. Di ba? That's what we do. If every time we encounter unfamiliar words, we don't know the definition, we circle it, and later on, we try to search on Merriam Dictionary or sa internet, what's the meaning of this word, ayun. So, basically, the example is on the right. So, ganun lang yun. If this is the poem, maglalagay ka, you will be put some annotations or statements or sentences or phrases or words. Yun, pwede yun. Okay. Yes, Shara May, I'm sorry. Iba kasi yung FB name mo. Hi, Shara. So, yeah, forgive me. Hindi ko natatawagin Oman. Shara na lang. Yun, Shara. So, also, maliban sa circles, we also have these question marks to indicate areas of uncertainties. Pag hindi tayo sigurado on what's the meaning of this word, we will put a question mark. Okay? And another is, we use the stars, the stars, to indicate anything that seems important, such as themes, symbols, foreshadowing, etc. So yun, pag may nakita kayong parang, this is, may naaalala ako dito, parang it's something related to this. Wait lang. You will put a star. Kasi ito yung theme, ito yung main idea nito, ito yung symbol nito, babalikan ko to. Ayun. So, use exclamation points, tandang, padamdam, to indicate something dramatic or a key turning climax. Like, may namatay na ganito na, or nakakabigla. It's, the climax part of a story, of a poem. So you have to put exclamation point that because that is the highlight of the event or the story. Okay, Vina. Next one is circle the character. If you see some character there, okay, or the circle, it could be an underline also, di ba? Yung ginagamit natin, circle or underline. You could do that for characters or places or some important keywords. Okay? And keep a list of characters, maybe of all the character there. So, especially this is very effective when it comes to short stories, but in poems, you could also do this. Okay, who are the people involved here? Who are the persona? What are the themes? So you could list them down in the margin, or it could be on the bottom of the paper. So we could use that. Okay? And also, we could write, ito yung ginagamit ko, I'm writing notes in the margins. Ito yung best method on sticky notes. Okay? Or a separate notebook. Okay? So, di ba, if especially if your teacher or the module given to you has a poem at magsusulat ka sa gilid on the margin, either left or right, or sa baba or sa taas, of the things that you want to do. Okay? May guguhitan ka dito, you will write a long line just to put a sentence here, or you just have to circle this word because I don't know the definition of this, or I have to put a square on here because this is the main idea, or I have just to put here a reminder at the left margin. So, ganun yung ginagawa natin sa annotating. Basically, you're just putting some marks and symbols on the paper. Okay. Now, also, you could put a paraphrase or summary. Tutor Ellie, tanong lang, pag nag-annotate ba Tutor Ellie, kailangan naka-sentence siya? Mahaba ba siya? Naka-sentence ba dapat? No, hindi naman. Pwedeng one word lang, two words, it could be a phrase, it could be a short sentence, not necessarily a paragraph or a long sentence. Okay? A keyword or some 2 to 3 words will do for annotation. Okay? And you have to write down also any questions that you have about the text. Okay? So remember ito ha, kasi later you will annotate some text. You will annotate the text using this annotating strategy. So bibilangin natin yan kung ilang strategies ang nagamit nyo. Nakailan ba kayong circle, nakailan ba kayong lines and shape and illustrations and so on. Okay. 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 So that's it. That's very easy. Also, if you have some additional materials like highlighter, or you have a color or a color pens, possibly you could use a color coded system. Like for definition, if you would like to identify the meaning of this, you have to highlight it with the using the highlighter that is color yellow green. Could be blue. So depende. You could use different type of pens, of highlighters and so on. Kasi according to psychology, if different colors, okay, assigning a color to a concept or a text make us more remember that concept or text. Kapag nilagay natin ng color, mas naalala. Gumagamit tayo ng highlighter, di ba? Para i-review tayo. Yun. So those things appeal to us. So give each chapter a title. This is possible for novels, mahabang kwento per chapter. So ito, one paragraph na to, you just like to have to put a title kung tungkol saan to, then the next paragraph tungkol saan naman to, this is what's the main idea of this paragraph. So you just have to put some statement. And to make it more engaging and interesting, okay, so it's not merely on mark symbols lang, pwede din Ken, Zaira, Vera, Joy, and Ashley, pwede din gumamit tayo ng illustrated annotation. So, pwede yung may mga shapes or nagdo-drawing kayo or anything that you would like to put there in order just to dissect the text, deeply understand what's the meaning of the lines and the stanza and so on. So, creating these illustrations may help us synthesize information. Okay, na di-differentiate natin na ito pala yung nangyayari dito. Dito, ito ay iba na. Tungkol na ito dito sa isang character. This one, related pala siya dun sa taas. Ganun. So, we are connecting already the elements of a text or a poem or a short story by using lines and shapes, illustrations, and so on. And, according to, just a trivia, according to research, Yes, writing and using annotation could increase your creativity and engagement while reading. Nakakatalino naman talaga kapag magaling tayo magsulat. Okay? And magaling tayo mag-drawing, mag-annotate. So, you're using both of your left and your right part of your brain. Okay? And they make annotating text a more hands-on experience in learning a more meaningful personal according to GER 2019. Okay? You could use symbols that would serve as guide for understanding the text. Yep. So that's it. So yun lang, yun yung mga strategies na kailangan nating gamitin. Anyway, you could replay this tutorial naman, this tutorial session in our YouTube and the Facebook pages. Ayun. So, just to sum up, the best way to remember and associate your experiences with those presented in any text, kahit short story pa man yan or poem, is annotation. Okay? Annotating is, again, is making marks on a text, and it helps us comprehend what we are reading on a deeper level. Okay? So, alam ko excited na kayo. Ano kayang i-annotate natin? So, let's see. Okay. So, we defined what annotating is. Check. We discussed the benefits and the marks used in annotating a reading material. And we will annotate a sample given text. So, a while ago, my dear students, last week, gumawa sila ng poem recital. So, yun. They recited the poem Mother to Son Langston Hughes. So yun, some outputs were really heartfelt. May music background pa, may subtitle pa. So they really made an effort to accomplish something like that. But right now, ang gagawin na lang ninyo, it's time to annotate. You have to write your own annotation of the poem, Mother to Son by Langston Hughes. So it's just piece of paper, or it could be either in a piece of paper, or gusto nyo, videohan nyo yung sarili nyo while you are doing this assignment or additional activity, or any kind of output that you want. It could be an illustration, it could be a video of you annotating video, pwedeng yung printed paper mismo na meron ng mga sulat your annotation. So I want you to do this. Okay? You have to annotate the poem, the same poem, Mother to Son by Langston Hughes. So, tingnan natin, ano yung mga bibilugan nyo doon and saan nyo siya i-connect. And related ito doon sa types of connections that we have discussed from the last 2-week session. Okay? So, making connections. So, maglalagay kayo ng annotation. You could connect this sentence or this line to your life, to your experience, connect it to your another text that you have read, or you could connect this particular line to the environment, or to anything that's happening under the sun, to the world, or to any social issue or particular issue, or to anything, basically anything under the sun. So you have to use of marks, of symbols, punctuation marks, and shapes. Kung may nakita kayo doon na sun sa tula, gawa kayo ng sun. Okay? You could use that. Okay? Kung pwede kayo mag-drawing sa gilid in the margin, yun ang gusto kong mangyari. And I want you to submit your outputs by after this session or this weekend. Okay? Abangan ko yung mga sagot nyo on your assignments. Ayun. So, expected output is your annotation. It could be on a piece of paper, or it could be a video that you are annotating, showing your annotations, your drawings there, your sentences or words that you could connect to a word there or a line. So, ayun very much easy lang yun. So, yan. Imagine this is a text, you just have to put lines or shapes or connect it to here, or you have to draw something like crystal stair. Mag-drawing kayo ng crystal stair. So, ano kayang meaning nitong crystal stair? You could circle the crystal stair, or you could square the splinters, or you could have a line, and you could underline the words torn up. If you don't know the meaning of there, you could circle it, and so on and so forth. So, annotate. No, there's no limit in the words and in the annotations that you will do. Okay? Malinaw ba yun, Angel de la Peña, Trisha, Krishna, Micaela, Apple, Zyrus? We have here some students from Diamond, LFG Diamantina National High School, Ramon National High School. Hello, mga new people to here. Krishna, hello po. Tala High School, parang Sara lang, no? And we also have from Cabanatuan, again from Gafford High School, Doña Magdalena H. Gafford High School, ang haba. And yun, so that's actually our entire tutorial for this afternoon. So, during our tutorial, let's check. Did we identify the different strategies used? Okay, grammar, sana maggagawa ka ng output. Reflect on the benefits of using symbols, marks in making connection to text. And ito yung gagawin natin. I-assignment na lang natin to. Annotate a given text using symbol, marks, illustrations. Okay? So, i-annotate nyo yung mother to son belongs in use. So, ayun. Para maging awardee kayo for next session, ma-recognize yung mga efforts nyo, we need your feedback. Kailangan nyo to. And if post namin to, you could replay this or you could scan the code or you could type the link on the browser or punta na lang kayo sa amin. Join our GC sa National GC for English 9. Nandun lahat ng updates. We regularly communicate with our tutees. Alam yan nila Risa, nila Sean, nila Ashley, nila Grammar, nila Darden. That we tutors, Tutor Ellen, Tutor Job, keep on communicating with our students. So, kinukumusta namin sila. And they, pag may mga problems sila when it comes to modules and activities, naghihingi sila ng tulong sa amin. And we are so happy to help them also. Okay, and exit assessment. Okay, and ayun. So, we're done already with our English 9 quarter 2 week 2 session, which is all about making annotation. So, yan. Again, I am Tutor Ellie from SDO Camarines Sur. And Tutor Job na nandito, nakaantabay pa rin despite na meron siyang ginagawa ngayon. Busy Tutor Job. Babalik siya by next week. Ayun. So, keep on tuning with us every Tuesday from 3 o'clock to 3:40 p.m. Mapapanood tong replay na to sa ating Facebook pages sa DepEd EdTech Unit and DepEd Philippines, DepEd Tayo, and also the replay also sa DepEd Educational Technology Unit. Nandun lahat ng sessions namin from quarter 1 and sa ating DepEd Philippines YouTube account. Okay? So, do not be scared of joining our GC. Nandun na lahat ng updates namin. So, we'll see you there, ha, my dear online learners. So, yun, please continue in supporting the English Junior High School from grade 7 to English 7 to English 10. So, thank you very much for for supporting us. Okay? Okay. Ayun, so I'm inviting you to watch the National Reading and Book Month webinar series. Yun, so huwag niyo kakalimutan to. And yun, thank you very much and mabuhay kayo. Saludo sa inyong mga students and sa ating mga teachers na nagsusuporta and patuloy na nagtatrabaho ngayon. So, ayun. Thank you very much.
Ang husay naman! Natapos mo ang iyong tutorial session kasama ang iyong mahusay na Itulay Tutor. May bago ka bang natutuhan? I-share na yan gamit ang hashtag #ItulayLevelUp. Huwag aalis ha dahil may susunod pang programa na pwede mo ring panoorin at salihan dahil naghihintay na ang iyong mga tutors. Happy learning dito sa Itulay!